I think one of the most important journeys that you can ever take in your life is a journey to self discovery. There's a lot of journeys, there's people that are studying towards certain degrees and they will eventually graduate. There's a journey to becoming a mother, a father, a wife, a husband, learning that massive role. But I strongly believe that um, the most important journey that you can ever take in your life is self discovery. And I think what makes it important is um, you become better at what you do if you have dealt with yourself, you've dealt with your issues. I believe there's a lot of people that are so bitter, walking around with so much bitterness, and I can literally see someone that is bitter from miles away. And I think the reason why I'm able to do that or to see is because I've been one myself. I've been bitter. I've been confessing to say, I'm born again, I'm washed in the blood, but carried so much bitterness around me. And now I understand why the Bible would say, take up my yoke because my yoke is easy. Um, I think for me, this other day I asked this other friend of mine, um, just out of the blue, I said to her, can you please describe me, the kind of a person that I am? And she said all these beautiful things, all these lovely things. But she mentioned one thing that really stood out. She said, you do not trust people. Um, well, not trusting people is not a problem because even the Bible tells us that you can't trust human beings. Do not put your trust in human beings. And that one is not a problem, but then it becomes a problem that each and every person that you meet, you're always looking for something, a reason for you not to trust that person. Then there's a problem there. And I think for me, um, according to my memory, things took a complete turn when my mother and father separated. I was still young, but I do remember that I was a very bubbly child, a happy child. And I think I lost all that when they separated, developed so much anger, developed so much bitterness, and a lot of unpleasant things happened since then. But I believe that's where it started. So, hence, it's very important to really deal with yourself. If you sit with yourself long enough, you will find answers. If you sit with yourself long enough, you will find the root cause of your problem. Most people do not take time to sit with themselves, and I think it's because we live in a very fast-paced world. People are always looking for that adrenaline. People have so many things happening around them, so many people uh, um, in your life, in your space all the time. So you never really take time to sit with yourself. So I just want to challenge someone out there to say, make time, sit with yourself. Um, you will find answers, I promise you. Uh, people go through a lot. People go through um, abuse. People have been violated when they were still young. A lot of things happen. Um, People have been betrayed. So people really are walking around with so much anger and bitterness towards life, towards other people. So make time, sit with yourself in prayer, and you will find answers. That's what I did personally because I think I had to really understand where is this anger coming from, where is this bitterness coming from, and it's just starts to unfold, and you can track it back, and then you know how to pray. Then you can easily say, Lord, Please help me forgive. Please help me forgive those that have hurt me. So this is where it started. So Lord, help me to forgive my mom and my father. Help me to forgive my friend, whoever it is, um, that could have really changed the course of your emotions. Because when we are born, when we are kids, we are born so innocently. And I think if we are raised properly, or we don't find ourselves in a very compromising position, then we just go up and become the best version of ourselves. But there's a lot of things happen, and it's not anyone's fault. It's not, we can't really blame our parents for it. They did their best. So make time and confront your demons, confront them. Um, because if you do not, they will destroy you. So you need to make time, sit down, confront your problems, your childhood traumas. If you need to seek counsel, go for counseling. I'm a advocate for counseling. And in my channel, I talk about prayer a lot. Prayer is very important. Uh, but you can also add counseling into it. And I don't have a problem with professional counseling. It's beautiful. I think it has a structure to really help you find your healing, or a resolution to your issues. Um, but I also recommend, if you can find counseling that is, has both, to say there's that professional counseling structure, and it also includes prayer, because there's nothing that's impossible with God. God is able to give you your healing. Um, with that being said, I challenge you to sit with yourself long enough. If you can, make time and isolate yourself and just be with yourself and find healing. There's so much freedom in finding your healing. Um, yeah, do it for yourself. Do it for your children. Do it for your family. Do it for your siblings. Do it for your friends. Um, do it for your colleagues. There's so much beauty on the inside of you. If you allow yourself to find healing, that beauty will ultimately come through and shine out. You will be like the light. The Bible says we must be the light, we must be the salt of the world. So get rid of all that bitterness, all that anger, um, and let your light shine through. So thank you so much for watching, uh, and may the Lord help you. May the Lord guide you. May the Lord give you that healing. See you on the next video. Bye.